Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Chrissy B Show. You know, I'm feeling a little bit silly today because we've got the studio with balloons. Because I promise you, I didn't know they were going to do this because it's my birthday today, so they thought they'd decorate the studio a bit. So it's all about me today, isn't it, Lizzie?
It is all about you.
So hopefully I'm going to have a fun time, and we have some cake there and some crisps and stuff that we're going to have a bit later on. But anyway, let's get to the subject of the show. Now, people are often judgmental when they know little about a subject or person. So, for example, people with certain problems or even disabilities can sometimes get pigeon-holed as less capable or underachievers. But why does it have to be that way? Well, on tonight's show, we want to prove these opinions wrong and show you that everyone deserves a chance and that everyone deserves a shot at what they love doing. So my guests tonight include the founder of Hillingdon Manor School and director of Anna Kennedy Online, that's Anna Kennedy, and also joining us by Skype all the way from Kentucky, America, will be Anna Marie, who despite having epilepsy refused to be held back from doing what she loves, which is making music. And of course, it's Monday, so I'll be joined by Browne later on in the self-development clinic. So if you want to get in touch at any point during the show, you can give us a call, 020 7686 6300. You know, it's not good putting this chocolate cake right in front of me while the show is on because I'm getting very hungry and tempted. Lizzie, can you help me eat it?
I can't. I would love to, but I can't, Chris.
Why can't you?
I'm on a diet. Oh, tell everyone I'm on a diet.
Oh, okay, Chris Browne's there. Oh, yeah, you have some cake? All right. Well, oh, yeah, I've got two. Okay, the cameraman's going to have some cake. I'm sure we'll finish it. Anna, you going to have some cake? Woohoo! Yeah, we've got a party.
Without me.
Yeah, all right, you have a little bit.
I'll have
so
some
tell
water.
us, you've got some news for us, Lizzie.
I have got some news.
First, it's the shot of the cake.
Oh, that's the news.
Lovely. All right, don't get distracted. Come on.
I'm just thinking that I'm not going to be able to eat it. So there's been an anonymous clown that has freaked everyone out in Northampton. He started showing up on the streets.
Hang on, is this going to be a scary story?
This is not scary.
Are you sure? Because you bring some weird, scary stories to the show sometimes. It's meant to be a positive programme.
No, it's not. He's just, I don't know, he's anonymous. It's a person dressing up as a clown.
Yeah.
He first did it in Northampton on Friday the 13th. Do you have a picture of him? He's really scary.
Well, so it is scary then.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He just appears. There's one of him in the night times, and like he's been pictured like a few places.
Well, he just stands there.
He just standing down street corners. He's like
really
painted his
strange.
face white. He's drawn on his eyebrows. He has like a big red wig, ruffled collar. Really, you know, like that movie. Was it the movie?
I don't know.
It's like he looks like one of the ones from a scary movie. So yeah, he's been showing up in Northampton.
Please don't tell me he's been booked for my birthday because I really will freak out.
Here he is.
I will run a mile.
No,
because you know what? I used to have really bad nightmares about clowns when I was younger.
Children don't like clowns.
He always used to appear at the windows and stuff like that. I'm thinking, why is this clown chasing me all the time?
Was it a dream, you said?
Yes, it was a dream.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, it was horrible. Yeah, there wasn't a clown chasing me. I thought we were going to have a serious show today.
It's the balloons.
Should I get rid of the balloons? Are they distracting you?
No.
I think we might get the giggles. Okay. No, but I think that's scary. They should arrest him.
I know. No, so he is.
Okay. When they see him, they should arrest him.
Take the balloons away. Okay.
Should we go to the next one, right? Okay, guys, I'm really sorry. I don't want to
Let's go.
All right, okay. Serious.
Oh.
I think we should. Yeah, have you got another news article? Then we can go to the Love Squad.
Yeah, but I think we should go to Love School first.
Yes. Let's just take a look at this video, okay? Video, please. Thank you. Hi, I'm Chrissy B, and I'm here in the Wembley Arena with the very lovely Gemma Leon from DKW. Hi, Gemma.
How are you? Hi, everyone. Hi. You know what? I'm really sorry, first of all, because all the DKW ladies could not be here with me today, but of course, they will be there on the day.
So we are super excited about this event. We're joining forces again, aren't we? The two TV shows joining forces because we just want to make sure that you guys at home get your tickets because it's just going to be such a major event. Loads of people are coming. Over 11,000 people will be here on the day, learning all things to do with love.
Do you know what? To be honest, if you're not going to be at this event, I think you're crazy.
No, we're allowed to say that on TV, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we're allowed to say it, hopefully. But you know what? It's going to be amazing. Like you said, over 11,000 people in one place for one class. Because you know, there are schools for everything. You learn how to drive, how to do hair, makeup, everything. And we try to teach you on our shows, right? But you know, one thing that we can't teach, like these, what should we call them, professors?
They are presenters. They are international presenters, by the way, international authors. They're international inspirational speakers as well.
They are experts on love. And to be honest, we've tried to teach you a thing or two, but they can teach you even better than we can. If you want to have an amazing relationship, you cannot miss this class.
Yeah, and it's definitely for everyone, because maybe you're at home watching now, you're thinking, oh my gosh, I've got it so wrong in the past. I'm actually scared to love again. I don't know, I can't see myself ever having a happy love life. Well, you can have a happy love life. You had a terrible one in the past, didn't you?
Oh yeah, and I talk about it all the time. I've made so many mistakes, and the fact is, if I had a school like this, maybe I wouldn't make, actually no, I wouldn't have made those mistakes. And sometimes you need someone to say, actually, this is what you're looking for, this is what you need, and people don't really teach you about love, and this is why this class is unmissable and it's so unique. How can people miss it? And they are not always in London, it's for like one event only.
And I can second that as well, because I had major problems in my relationship as well. Was doing everything wrong you can imagine. I think I was a nightmare girlfriend. I'm surprised he didn't walk out on me, but he stuck with me, luckily. And then we found this event, there's an event like this that really helped us change the love life around. So I'm living proof that you can get, even if it's all going wrong at the moment, that you can actually get it right and be happy in your love life. So we want to see you here, don't we?
Definitely. And something that you said, if you've got it wrong in the past, some people, Chris, have actually got it wrong right now. Maybe you're watching us and you're thinking, I'm not going to come to this event because I've got it wrong. He's never going to change. She's never going to change. Do you know what? What's the point? What's the point of coming to one more event on love? Well, it's not one more because it hardly happens, but an event on love, and I just know he's never going to change. To be honest, love can be learnt, and we're going to prove that to you on the day.
So guys, make sure you get your tickets. You can get your ticket right now by visiting this website, theloveschoolevent.com. We definitely want to see you here. We're going to be up on that stage, aren't we, Gemma? You're going to be doing the DKW show?
Hopefully I will be, yeah, definitely. It's going to be amazing. There's going to be prizes, there's going to be raffles, competition, talent show. Yeah. Come on, it's going to be a whole day event. You guys, you're going to be hearing about it. And if you don't come, you're probably going to regret it, to be honest.
They'll definitely regret it. Guys, we're so excited. We can't wait for the day. The day is fast approaching, and we definitely want to see you there. Okay, that's the Love School happening this Sunday, and I shall be on that stage hosting, so I do hope I'm going to see you there. Lizzie, you went to last year's one, didn't you?
I did. I went with my husband last year, and I didn't know what to expect from it. I just thought, okay, let me go. A lot of people I knew were going, and it was just amazing, Chris. The things that I learned were just amazing. Open your card now. Open your card, please.
Open my card. Do you know what? I went out today and I asked for a green tea, and I don't know what they put in my tea. I had a different tea, but it wasn't what I thought. Okay, oh, this is nice. I can't read out all this. Bianca said, open your birthday card on the show, and then it's just way too much. Oh, thank you guys. It's way too much to read on the show right now. Okay, thank you very much. That's my birthday card from the guys in the studio. Thank you so, so much. We've got time for another article, Lizzie.
We have. Okay, yeah, let's read. I want to read one just quickly about, there's a, I don't know if we have the pictures up. It's a creepy face mask. Oh, and apparently, no, it's not this is actually one about beauty.
Oh, okay.
And it's apparently supposed to be more effective than plastic surgery because obviously it's cheaper. Okay. And even the makeup, because it's like a mask that comes already set with makeup. But to me, I don't know if we have a picture. They don't look real.
Why are you trying to give me nightmares tonight? It's my birthday.
Sorry about that.
So
this is what people are using. They're saying it's a cheaper alternative to buying all the makeup, everything you need to doll up your face now.
Hang on, you walk around in that, or you
put it on your face.
Oh no, that's ridiculous.
It's not realistic, is it?
It's horrible.
But apparently people are going for it. I don't know. I've never seen it on the streets yet, but that's the new face.
So we've got the guy with the white mask, the clown, and then we've got these people walking around with their not good.
He's not good.
Do you have any more? I think we've got time for one more.
Actually, I have a really nice one, which I think is good.
You.
It's a positive one. It's not a funny one, but it's really good. I like it. It's about Childline, and basically they have a new aim. They're going to be visiting primary schools every 2 years because sometimes so much things go unnoticed with children. They don't know who to talk to. They don't know about things like this. So they're going every 2 years to every primary school just to talk to them, let them know where they can get help from. I thought that was a really good idea. Because sometimes I think from the past, usually they wait for the children to go to them, isn't it? Contact us and everything. But now they
When
are
did they
going
start
there.
that then?
They're starting it now. It's a recent thing
Okay,
this year.
alright.
It's
That's
good, isn't it?
wonderful. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. All right, well, I think it's time for a break now. Should we go to a break?
All right.
I'm going to send you home because you're making me giggle too much today,
Sorry.
Lizzie. But it's good to laugh, isn't it?
Yeah, especially on your
No
birthday.
problems. Okay, so after the break, we're going to be speaking to Anna Kennedy about Wear It for Autism, which is a fabulous fashion show that took place recently. And also later on, of course, we're going to be speaking to Chris Browne. So do join us after this. Welcome back to the show. And now I have with me the lovely Anna Kennedy, who's the founder of Hillingdon Manor School. Hello, Anna.
Hello and happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Sorry about before, getting the giggle. Now, we had you on before, Anna, but I was kind of disappointed because we didn't have enough time with you. So I just felt like there was so much more to talk about, which is why, invited you on again today, because I'd like to hear your story in more depth. Now, tell us, first of all, for the benefit of the viewers that didn't watch the previous show that you were on, how did you come to the idea and everything of doing the Manor School?
It's because I've got two sons who are autistic, and they're on the autistic spectrum. Patrick's now 23 and Angelo is 20, and he has a diagnosis of autism and epilepsy. And both my boys were diagnosed quite young, and what happened was the school couldn't meet their needs, so they ended up being at home, being educated, and we turned our garage into a classroom, and they were just receiving 5 hours home tuition. So when I was reading about autism, there was lots of information and talking about the importance of early intervention for children like ours, and I was getting quite frustrated. So what we did was we were trying to find a school suitable for our two boys, and we searched, I think it was probably about 26 schools, and they were either special schools or schools that had units attached, but they were all full. And there was one specific school that we really did like, but they were teaching children in the corridors because they didn't have enough space to teach the children in the classrooms. So I was reading about early intervention and I thought, well, where is it? So I decided to set up my own school with my husband Sean, and we remortgaged our home and we set up a school
we decided to set up, I mean, was it like a difficult decision to make, or was it scary decision to make?
I think the thing with me is once something is in my head and I say it just happens, and I just stay really focused and I just get on with it, and by hook or by crook it'll just happen. Yeah, so we
that's why I love this lady. Yeah.
So we had a crash course in everything, started asking for help, and people started coming out the woodwork. We had grandparents.
This is something that I've spoken about a couple of times since you've been on the show. Actually, I find it really, really interesting, the fact that you didn't really have the means at the time to open this school, and you didn't know where the help was going to come from, but the fact is that you started something, you got the ball rolling, and then the help started to come. And I think that's where people kind of get stuck, where they don't achieve things because they kind of wait for the conditions to be perfect. They wait for everything to be in place and then start something, but it doesn't work that way. Sometimes you just got to have faith in something and just go for it.
And go for your gut. I'm a strong believer in gut instinct, and it usually serves me really well.
Yeah.
So we decided we were going to go with it, and we did. And we opened the school in 1999 with 19 pupils, and now today we have 150 children that travel in from 17 different local authorities. We've set up another school as well, and then when my boys were sort of in their teenage years, I thought, where are they going to go? And we decided to set up a vocational college because there was nothing in the area. So now we have a college for 45 adults, which Angelo's just finished his first year, and he settled in really nicely.
Wow,
and
that's brilliant.
Yeah, it's just making their mark in the world like everybody else. That's what we want for our children. We want them to get married, to go to school, to be educated, just like everybody else.
Of what problem they have or what they're going through or anything like that, because everyone has to be treated the same, don't they?
It does, but it seems like that once you get a diagnosis, it's like, how can we make this family's life more difficult? What procedures and policies can we put in place? But it's like parents are having to bang the doors down, one after another, to try and get the right type of support for their child or their adult.
One thing that I like as well about your story is like you didn't learn to cope, because sometimes people say, I've got this problem, I've been diagnosed with something, for example, so now I have to learn to cope with the situation. But coping isn't fun, and coping doesn't make you happy. I think in your case, you did something that actually is really inspiring and makes people happy. You're not just coping, but you're living your life. Your sons are living their life like they're supposed to be. You're not just coping with life.
Yeah, the thing is, we're not saying to everybody, you've got to set up your own school,
No.
you've got to set up your college, but, you need to sort of start liaising with other parents who are going through similar situations, because it is quite lonely when you first feel that your child's been diagnosed, because you might not know of anybody else. But now I know autism is more and more recognised. There's more autism awareness raising going on at the moment with, especially like our charity. I try and raise as much awareness as I possibly can. And what I do is I think out of the box all the time. What else can I do? What can I, like with talent shows or with fashion shows, and I'm just thinking out the box.
Tell us about the fashion show, because we filmed you recently, didn't we?
We did. I decided I'd like to set up a fashion show, and what I wanted to do was I wanted to do it during London Fashion Week, up to the run up to it, and I wanted our parents, family, siblings, carers to be pampered, because parents of children with autism or with any disability, they feel guilty about having time out, and I used to do that myself, because I used to be the tap dance teacher, and I love tap dancing and I love dancing. And what I did was, when my children were born, because they had quite a lot of difficulties, I stopped doing it, and I felt that something was missing from my life. And then I started dancing again, and every Thursday now for 2 hours I do tap dancing, I do Zumba, and it recharges my battery.
Good.
It's autism free zone, and it's just for me. So what I wanted to do was to put together a fashion show, and it was amazing. It was brilliant.
Take a look at it, and you can tell us more about it. Let's just take a look at this fashion show that you did.
I've come down to central London to the Wear It for Autism fashion show, which is all about pampering mums, dads, children and carers who either have autism themselves or care for those living with the condition. And today they're going to have a top-to-toe makeover before they take to the catwalk in a super stylish fashion show. So let's go inside and meet the events organiser, Anna Kennedy, and find out exactly who is going to be pampered. What will you be doing this evening?
This evening I'm doing a short talk showing part of the film that I've made about females with Asperger's syndrome, and also talking about the book that I've just written.
Yeah. And why is tonight's event so important to you?
It's really important to me. I'm very Asperger's. I have 2 daughters on the spectrum, and everyone here has got to get a chance to kind of have that day off, if you like. Although it looks like a lot of hard work, even getting a chance to maybe sleep or have your hair done or a bit of makeup on, and everyone's going to have so much fun, raise huge awareness, and thanks to yourselves, for all of this, and also to raise money for a really good cause.
When you found out that you were one of the winners, how did you feel?
I felt really excited.
Yeah.
I can't wait till I get you on the floor, good looking. Hey, going hot, so hot, just like an oven.
So Charlotte, how many members of the dance group are there?
Roughly about 15 of us dancing.
And have you been practicing?
Yes, quite a lot.
And you said to me earlier that you've only started the dance on Sunday. So is the pressure on a little bit?
Yeah, we're all going to be nervous, but hopefully we're all going to pull it off, because we'll be so excited and pumped ready to go. Good atmosphere, so.
How are you feeling, Anna? It's about to begin.
I'm excited. I'm a bit overwhelmed. I've been counting down, as I say, to this day on Twitter, on Facebook, and it's just nice to see that everything's come to life, and the stage is amazing, and
it's fantastic. It looks amazing.
Yeah, and everyone's been so kind. We've had donations of chairs and tables and raffle prizes. It's just great. And I've got a fantastic team behind us. There's only 4 of us, but we do big things.
So wow.
Yeah.
So Anna, tell us what the idea was behind Wear It for Autism. What was the initial idea?
It's because of parents not taking time out for themselves. We're calling it Take 5. So it's a new campaign. So you have to have some time out for yourselves, because parents of children with autism tend to feel guilty. So what we're saying is, even if you just go for a walk around the block, go tap dancing like I do, or whatever it is, have some time out for yourself, some me time, and that helps you recharge your batteries.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on your chest. You can beat the world, you can beat the war, you can talk to God, go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock, you can move a mountain, you can break rocks. You can be a master, don't wait for luck, dedicate yourself and you go find yourself. Standing in the Hall of Fame, yeah. And the world's gonna know your name.
did you pick the winners for tonight?
We had judges. We had Gail Porter, Rich Clark. We had Maggie from Pineapple Performing Arts, and it was so hard. We had so many mums that had been nominated either by their daughters, by friends, by their husbands, and then we wanted some children as well, children with autism, to walk down the catwalk, and I wanted to do it all during London Fashion Week, so I just thought, why can't we do it? Why not? We're going to make the mark just like everybody else.
And so what are you hoping to get out of the event tonight?
Raise more awareness about autism, create wow factor if you like. Our kids
definitely wow.
Yeah, and it's, you know, we're not second-class citizens. We're here, we've got a disability, and we're supporting our children and all the families here. And there's a lot of families that are coming from all over the UK to get here. And
it's an amazing turnout as well.
Yeah, it is, and it's a lovely venue as well.
I think that it's very important to, as I say, just give something back to those who give so much of their time. And I think what Anna's doing here is incredibly good, it's incredibly important, and I'm very, very privileged to be a part of this.
It's a great honour to come down and be part of something. I don't think a lot of people, including myself, we don't do enough.
Yeah.
We can all, and when you meet people like you do today, you realise that people.
And sometimes people just don't know enough about it as well, do they? So it's good to raise awareness too.
Yeah, raising awareness is brilliant. So if that's what we can do, that's fantastic.
Why did you want to be a part of this event tonight, Kid?
Okay, well, my best friend's son is autistic, and we hang out a lot, and I think it's really important to support charities like this. I get quite a lot of inquiries from different charities, but this is something that I really wanted to take part in. So.
You've got the words to change a nation, but you're biting your tongue. You've spent a lifetime stuck in silence, afraid you'll say something wrong. If no one ever hears it, how we gonna learn your song? So come on, come on, come on, come on. You've got a heart as loud as lion, so why let your voice be tamed? Maybe we're a little different, there's no need to be ashamed. You've got the light to fight the shadow, so stop hiding it away. Come on, come on. I wanna sing, I wanna shout, I wanna scream till the words dry out. So put it in all of the papers, I'm not afraid. They can read all about it, read all about it. Oh, 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 oh.
Wow, that looked fantastic, Anna.
Oh,
And those are your
thank you.
those are your sons that you had at the end.
It was
there.
lovely. It was a lot of tears.
Yeah.
I think our next event needs to be sponsored by Kleenex. Everyone was crying. It was just,
it looked
thank you.
fantastic.
We love it.
We're going to
Thank
go to a quick break and we're going to come
Okay.
back and talk more. So do join us after this. Welcome back. Now let's have a look at this short clip of a very determined young lady. Now, who was that lovely voice coming from? We have Anna Marie on Skype with us. Good evening, Anna Marie.
Good evening. How are you?
Hello, I'm very well. How are you?
Outstanding. So wonderful to be speaking with you, and I'd like to wish you a happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Now, tell us. Now, you've been through a bit in your life, haven't you? When were you actually diagnosed with epilepsy?
I was diagnosed when I was 4 years old.
Mm-hmm. And how did it affect your life?
It was rather difficult because it affected me when I was put through the hospital. I would almost memorize the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went through elementary school, my teachers basically didn't even want to teach me because I had a difficulty understanding a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
And they were worried about their grading, you know, how teachers sometimes can be paid based upon grades sometimes. So my elementary teachers didn't really want to teach me through elementary school. And so I lost a year of school, and then I was also an outcast. But thankfully, through middle school, there was a special ed program, and I'm so thankful to all the special ed teachers out there.
Mm-hmm. Now, how did you actually get into the music stuff as well? Because obviously, was that your dream for a long time, Anne-Marie?
How long have I been doing music?
Yeah, when did you first know that you really wanted to do music?
Oh, goodness. I noticed I wanted to do music when I was probably about 3 or 4, because I've been doing music ever since I was young. It was Disney that first inspired me.
Mm-hmm. And then how has the singing and the epilepsy come sort of hand in hand? How has it affected you? Because some people might say, you know what, I'm going through a health problem, or I have this certain problem. Maybe I should just not do what I really want to do because maybe I'm not going to make it. What was your thinking about that?
Well, it came hand in hand because believe it or not, when you have epilepsy on one side of the brain, it can affect that side. And I had epilepsy in my left frontal lobe, and so that basically affected my thinking with numbers. It affected my speed thinking. Mm-hmm. And so that made me think more creatively with my right side of my brain. And it made me think more in a creative manner, more with music and more with art and more of those sort of things. Mm-hmm. So it made me want to be more of a musician, more of an artist. And it also made me pursue being different, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And what are your plans for the future? Because I know you're very determined.
What are my plans for what now?
For your future. What do you plan to do in the future?
Oh, I'm sorry. My plans for my future is to learn more about music and to hopefully help others who struggle with that, because it saddens me. I see questions on like Epilepsy Foundation all the time, wondering how people are to deal with that or how parents are to deal with that. And I try to help them in any ways that I can, just at least by giving them advice. And I think others that are willing to help people who go through that, including Anna, who did what she did. That was just an amazing, wonderful, heart-touching thing to do. And try to remind everybody that many people are talented. Even people who are with disabilities have some sort of skill to offer. And my plan for the future is also to help others and continue pursuing my goal.
So that's what I was going to ask you. Like, if there's maybe someone watching tonight that's saying, I don't think I can, or I don't think I'm capable because of this situation that I'm going through, what would you say to them? I think you kind of summed it up really, didn't you, just now?
Yes. Anytime you feel like you can't, you can. I mean, we all have moments in life where maybe we question whether or not we can, or someone may try to put you down, but the only thing that makes a real failure is not trying. So you always have to at least try. And just because, being different is a good thing, just because maybe you have some sort of struggle, let that give you more determination. That's one thing that really gave me a lot of more determination, was when people tried to discourage me. And when I was going through that, it gave me more determination to try and do what I wanted to do and prove everyone wrong.
And I think you're doing brilliant, my darling. Well done. You're a very wise young lady. All the best for the future, okay? All right. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
You too. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful birthday.
Thank you, sweetie. See you. Oh,
what an inspirational young woman.
Oh, that was amazing. You see, sometimes all in the way that you think about things. This is true. I mean, on a day-to-day basis, people get discouraged by others, even if, you know, they're not going through any particular problems. I can imagine people maybe that have a disability or something like that, and they get bullied, and all these things that they go through, it must be really difficult for them, you know, to overcome that. But they do. There's people that do.
But then she's talking about she wants to help others, because obviously she's experienced it herself. And, you know, I've got this motto, I think I probably mentioned it the last time, you either give in, give up, or give it all you've got.
Yeah, I love that. Did you tweet that ever? Because I want to retweet it.
I did, yes, I retweet, and everyone retweets it.
Tweet it again tonight?
Yeah, no, it's just like you've got to give it all you got, because then at least you know you've tried, you know.
That's right.
And if it doesn't work, well, at least, you know, you can't look back and say, oh, I wish I'd have done that.
There's a quote that I really love as well, that I think I put it on my on the Facebook page, that's saying, don't be afraid of failing, be afraid of not trying. Mm-hmm. And that's so true, because how many situations you go through in life when you look back and think, oh God, I wish I at least tried. Because let's face it, we do fail at things sometimes, don't we? We might try something. There are times that you're going to fail, but it doesn't mean that you should just stop there. You keep trying, because at least you can look back and say, at least I tried that. And then you just try something else, or you persevere with that thing if that's really what you want to do. But the worst thing is not to try in the first place. Because then you're like, oh my God, what if?
Yeah, with my sons, because of the love of my sons, I never thought I'd, you know, open a school. Someone like me could open a school or a home, or, you know, put on a fashion show, or, you know, put on a show in the centre of London. We do Autism's Got Talent. You know, we're doing that next year. We did it this year. It was absolutely amazing. You know, children, adults that had been bullied, you know, they've turned to the performing arts to help them get through their bullying. We've got some amazing stories. And again, you know, it's an autism-friendly audience, because I am fed up of speaking to parents where they're told by either schools or by in the community, don't bring your child to this pantomime because they'll disrupt it, or don't bring your child. You know, it's just really, really annoying.
To hear as a
parent. So that's why we have this show in the centre of London. It's an autism-friendly audience. You know, parents can go and sit at the back, they go and sit at the foyer, they can move around, and everyone feels comfortable, and everyone enjoys the show.
That's wonderful. Now tell us a bit more about the fashion show, because that looked really exciting and amazing.
Yeah, fashion show. I've always wanted to do a fashion show, and there was a young lady that I spoke to, and she was going to help me, but then she couldn't help me, and it fell into my lap, and I thought, oh my God.
But you didn't say, you know what, I'm not going to do it because this person's not helping me anymore, so I'm just going to forget the whole thing. No, that's not what she did.
No, I just thought, how am I going to do this? So we've got a very strong team. There's 4 of us, and we call ourselves the A team. And we've only got a small amount of money, but we do big things. So we decided that we were going to put on this fashion show, and it was an empty shell. So we had to start from scratch. So it was like a canvas, if you like, and we had to paint this canvas. So again, I'm very good at, can you help? Can you help? Who can help? Then everybody started coming together. Fantastic catwalk we had. You know, people donated chairs. We had tables. We had people come in to do makeup for nothing. We had top hairstylists, you know, in London, mahogany hair. They were fabulous. And Phil Tarling, celebrity stylist, came along and styled everybody. We had top brands. It was amazing. And then at the end of the night, I just thought, oh, did we really do that? It was just amazing. I loved it. And everyone got to keep their outfits, which was like a cherry on the top. And it was again about having some time out, husband and wife enjoying that, you know, having a laugh, you know.
It's important to do that, isn't it?
Yeah. So
congratulations, well
thank
done.
you, thank you. Yeah, no, it's good. We're
Going
to do it again next year, even though I said, no, I'm not doing it again.
The stress levels are up here and now.
And then at the end, everyone's going home. And then I said, oh, let's start for next one. Yeah, and everyone started running off. So to say,
no, I'm sure she's off again. Bigger and better next year. Anna, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Again, it's really inspiring.
And have a lovely birthday.
Thank you so much. You're going to stay for cake later?
Yeah, I'll have a bit of chocolate cake.
Oh, nice. Okay, so after the break, we're also going to be joined by Chris Browne with the Self-Development Clinic. Welcome back to the show. Now in the Self-Development Clinic with some nice chocolate cake. Sorry, I didn't introduce you. I forgot about Chris Browne. With Chris Browne, sorry, and the nice chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake.
You can have some now, Chris.
Oh, I'd
you might
love
get
to
chocolate.
Have some, but I'll save it till after.
All right, I'll serve while you're talking.
You know, again, another very happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
The only thing is, I haven't had any candles today. I wanted to blow a candle.
Oh, we've put it.
But it was lovely. I'll blow one now when I go home.
I'll tell you, I'll keep this on the side just
all right,
to make sure right now. Thank you very much. Okay, do you know what? I am really impressed.
Oh,
really
wonderful.
impressed by it. You know, that video as well, I thought it was amazing. And I'm not just saying it, I really thought so. And talking about that, it inspired me more because working with people in certain groups as well, the whole idea of overcoming challenges, because she overcame so many barriers and being left in the lurch, like put on a fashion show. Come on, you know, at the end of the day. So let's talk about the old idea of overcoming interviews and the fear of interviews.
Oh, the dreaded interview.
The dreaded interviews that people are always afraid of.
I hated interviews. Well, I don't think anyone really enjoys them, honestly.
It's kind of a funny situation. It's kind of a false situation, really, isn't it? Because you're there to be interviewed and you put on this, you know, persona for interviewed, and then after it's not really like that at the end of the day. Because if you had an opportunity where you can go in, work for about 2 weeks and all that, 3 weeks on, see what you like the job, that'd be great. But companies can't afford to do that. And it doesn't work that way at the end of the day. That costs a lot of money. So what are they got to do? They've got to select who, out of the best people they've got, are good for that job. So let's just go straight into it. If we're talking about interviews, we're talking about one I just said, they select out of a good group of people which one they want. They don't select out of those they think are not really good for them, because that would be wasting time. So the fact that you've actually got an interview means
it's a good sign.
It's a good sign. They
so
think you're good enough.
Already boost your confidence a little bit, shouldn't it?
Right.
Not that if you get any rejections, you should feel really down, because maybe it just wasn't for you, so you can keep looking. Right?
Exactly. But the thing about it, going to an interview as well, what would really help to boost your confidence if you took time out to actually do the research? If you did the research about the company, you found out who they were, who their competitors were, who their directors are, the person you're going to see and all that, that would help you quite a bit. You know, I had someone just a few weeks ago who was in a sort of assessment interview where you've got lots of people in a room and they're working with them. And the director asked about where did this company start, and not one person can answer it, but this one person who we worked with answered it, and he got the job as well. Great. So that was really good. I mean, it makes all the difference to research the company, because if somebody came to you and they researched all about you, you'd want to know more about them. How come they know this? How come they know that? So it's really important. Now, another thing, I'm going to go through this quite quickly. You go to an interview.
Why? Because you want cake, don't you?
The cake's just there.
Early so you can have some cake.
It's keeping me going. Right. The first few seconds that you walk through a door in an interview, they've actually made their mind up about you. In the first few seconds, they look at you and think, yep, that's the one, or no, that's not the one. It's a sort of thing subliminal, it's in the back of the mind. You look at someone, it's a safety mechanism. We all got it inside of us. So if you think about it, the first few seconds, they've made their mind about you. The rest of the interview is you convincing them that you are the one. Now, to do that, you've got to get into that role of being interviewed from about a day before or the night before. Instead of getting there just before the door, walk in and go for the role, right? You've got to really assess the whole situation before and get into the role as if this job is yours. You've understood the role, you know all about it. So it takes a lot of research before you've even started as well. So first few seconds, they've made a mind. Wouldn't put my teeth in. First few seconds, they've made their mind up about you. Right, let's not go there. Right, they've made their mind up about you, and from there, let's move on. Right, okay. So talking about that, you've got the 4 areas of communication. Right, there are 4 key areas of communication where you've got to sell yourself. Right, and the 4 areas I'm going to say is: 1 is your eye contact, 2 your tone of voice, your body language, and your listening skills. That makes all the difference. Eye contact, tone of voice, body language,
you don't want to stare people out, do you,
skills.
at the same time?
No, you don't, because
sometimes you're like, I have to make eye contact, I have to make eye contact. If you do that to an interviewer, you're going to scare
They're
them.
going to dial 999 and take you away, right? Okay? So we know that you don't do that. But the whole idea is putting this all in sync and selling yourself. These little things will make a difference, right? Now, the other side as well is presentation. Presentation counts. And you might think it's just about being smart, but it's not. It's also knowing about the company culture. You've got to work out what is their culture, what image do they present, and sometimes that person interviewing you as well, if you wore something completely different from it, they haven't got the, let's say, to know how to actually look and say, will this person fit that role? You probably put them off in a way. So you're kind of helping them make that decision about you already, seeing you in that environment. So your presentation
it's like you're
means a lot.
acting in a way as though you've got the job already.
That's
you're already
correct.
fitting in. So it's sort of a way of, yeah, it's true. Because if you actually wear the clothes that the company already sort of likes and they kind of dress like they're ready, it's like saying, hey, I'm ready for this job.
It's ready-made. It's ready-made. Bing. Microwave. Ready-made
Like something
already.
I did in an interview once. After the interview, I thought it went really well. So I said, so I said to the guy, when do I start? And he said, all right, you can start tomorrow. So
Oh,
it was
brilliant.
like, yeah. I don't know where that came from because I'm normally really nervous in interviews. But
you must have been pretty
I
sure
got
in that sense.
the impression from him that he liked me. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to ask. And what have I
Right.
got to lose at the end of the day? And he gave me the job straight away. And there were still people waiting outside for the interview.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder if they still went in after as well.
I don't know if they did or not, but...
Yeah, they probably did.
Oh,
They had
well.
to go for it for being there, innit? But good on you.
Yeah.
Right, now, the last one I go through is this. There's a question they tend to ask you at interviews, and the question goes, give me a good reason why we should accept you for the vacancy. And sometimes you get stuck out and you think, you haven't got that time.
You need to know.
You need to know, because they might really like you and they might really want a reason because they've got to select from somebody else as well. And if you can't think of a reason,
Why should they?
Why should they at the first place? So you've got to have a reason. And I always say at the end of the day, you've given them all the reasons and always add on the end. And that's why I believe I'll be a good asset to the company. So you've got to be adding something to it, and you've got to think about it, that you are actually bringing something to the company at the end of the day. You know, you're not taking anything away. So remember that. So you've got to be able to sell yourself in an interview. It makes all the difference. Yeah?
Great stuff.
So overcoming interviews. Get rid of the
stuff.
fear.
I have no idea how long we've got because my earpiece isn't working. But shall we have some cake now? Guys,
I
do you want
love
to come
some
in?
cake.
Look, they're not even paying. Guys, do you want to come in for some chocolate cake? Okay, so I don't know if we've actually finished the show, but I'm going to finish now anyway so we can have some cake. So I do hope you've enjoyed it. I think it's been, you know, some great advice today and like really inspirational content. We've got some cake.
Been a brilliant show
so
today.
do join us again on the Chrissy B Show next time, and we're going to be. Oh, that was a small piece. Sorry. Let me cut a bigger piece for our cameramen because they're quite hungry. You hungry? Here you go. Do join us again on the Chrissy B Show, and we'll see you again next time. Bye bye for now. So now we have our buttercream filling.
Should I take that out of the way?
Yeah. What we're going to do next? Oh, after this.
We'll do this. Okay. So do you want me? I'll just. So now we've made our vanilla buttercream.
3, 2, 1.
So now we've made our vanilla buttercream. We're all ready to split and fill the cakes. Oh, have you put icing sugar down?
No, I didn't. And it's stuck.
Let's do that Lots of icing sugar. Hard work?
Yes.